Yo, what up, street dogs? There, Kim. All right, the thought. This one is on open-mindedness versus closed-mindedness. So the difference and why this is important. So certainly, once you close your mind, you don't really give yourself the opportunity to augment your thinking. And if infinite mental gains is the goal, then what that means is one should adopt a maximally open-minded mindset rather than the maximally closed-minded mindset that it looks like society actually advocates for. So even for myself, what I've realized is most people pretend to be open-minded, and like, you know, the whole literature now is like, oh, are you woke or are you not woke, right? But actually more important than woke or not woke is whether he's open-minded or closed-minded. So I respect everybody and anyone who's open-minded. I do not respect nobody who's closed-minded. And to me this is important because when you're open-minded, what that means is you show kind of respect for other people and their opinions and stuff like that. And like, even for myself, all of my personal beliefs and thoughts and opinions is constantly in a change of state of flux. It's always evolving, and to me, I have great pride from that. Whereas if you adopt a position where you're kind of closed-minded and you think you already got it all figured out, then it's not good, because it doesn't really give you the opportunity to grow your mental thinking. Now, to me, this is very important because my personal goal is for me to become the most maximally wise, empowered, and self-realized individual possible. And like, when I have conversation with people, I kind of really appreciate, like Nietzsche calls it inter pares, which means amongst equals. If you're able to find a worthy like kind of sparring partner, or like a fellow, you know, somebody who's willing to play one-on-one with you, it's kind of fun because someone will actually challenge your thinking, but in a very constructive and generative way. The biggest problem is when people just totally shut you down or totally give you the cold shoulder or turn their back on you. To me, this is very bad because, I mean, A, they don't make a good conversation partner, and two, it's, I think, truly like one of the greatest joys in life. One of the greatest joys in life is actually great conversation. And like even my friend Jeff says, to have a really great conversation is one of human life's greatest joys. And so certainly that's not possible with closed-minded individuals. So for myself, certainly there's a lot of things I'm closed-minded about, but the biggest benefit of studying philosophy and thinking and sociology, whatever, was I was able to unlearn a lot of my prejudices. I was able to challenge my own views. And this is actually kind of cool because when you continue to challenge your thinking and challenge your thinking, that actually gives you the opportunity to augment your wisdom and augment your ideas and stuff like that. And so the wiser you become, it's better, right? Like, wisdom is the goal we're all searching for. I think we think what we really want is more money, more power, more fame, whatever, but to me it's actually more about virtue and wisdom. And it's all about like evolving humankind and pushing the human race forward for us to kind of take it to the next level. But anyways, so I think for myself, my own personal goal is I'm gonna try to be less closed-minded. I'm gonna try to be more open-minded, and also kind of like challenging my own personal beliefs and preconceived notions. I mean, certainly there's a certain point where you kind of have to put your foot down on certain things you believe in. Too much open-mindedness could sometimes be a bad thing. However, maybe we as a society, talking to other individuals and peoples, let's try to have a constructive or a generative conversation. Let people say, no need to negate them, no need to be disrespectful, and strive just to understand. Like, some things I do when I'm talking to people, it's like, oh, what do you think are some misconceptions about X, Y, and Z? Or if you started life all over again, what are some advice you wish you gave yourself? And I ask this when I'm talking to people about religion, politics, or you know, stuff like that. Is like, what are some misconceptions about Islam or being Muslim or the Middle East, or you know, what are your personal opinions on X, Y, and Z? And I don't think there's any opinions which are more right than others. In morality and ethics, it's all subjective. Certainly there's hard facts in like math and physics, but in social situations, it's all up to interpretation. And so yeah, really challenge yourself to open up your mind, and the wiser you'll become.